welcome to Times Now's Election Yatra. I'm Prathibha Chandran. Thank you for joining us. And today, Times Now's Election Yatra, as you've guessed from the visuals, has reached the beautiful state of Kerala. Here's a very, very tough battle playing out. Can the LDF get a third term, or will the Congress party face a comeback? The BJP believes that it could be a defining moment for the BJP as well. But Kerala is not just about electoral battles, it's also about the rich and diverse culture. Now we bring to you Kalaripaita, the martial art forms from over 2,000 to 3,000 years old. Take a look. That is incredibly powerful, and the kind of discipline, the kind of energy that we are seeing here, you've brought alive this beautiful tradition of over 2,000 to 3,000 years ago alive today. Let me speak to Mr. Ambarish, who is a trainer at the VKM Kalari in Thiruvananthapuram. This was very, very powerful. Firstly, tell our viewers the tradition of Kalari, how it started, and the tradition that has continued. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Namaste. My name is Ambarish. I'm VKM Kalari trainer and performer. VKM Kalari in Thiruvananthapuram. We perform here. So, Kalaripaita is one of the oldest martial art in India, mostly practiced in southern side in India. So, this is originated from Kerala only. So, we practice in Kerala traditionally. So, now is all of the state in practicing Kalaripaita because of the Kalaripaita includes in school games, Kalo India, national games, all of. So, that's why Kalaripaita is more popular now.
In fact, not just across India, but also I think Kalaripaita is the inspiration for martial arts across the world, isn't it?
Of course. Kalaripaita is more popular now. So now is the government also more supported. Now Kerala government also and Indian government is the Minister of Youth Affairs. We are supporting us, and Indian Kalaripaita Federation supporting us the competition and holding Kalo India school games and the national games also we are conducting like that. So that's why more popular in other states also in Kalaripaita.
Okay. In fact, I wanted to ask you just that, but because Kerala is known for the rich heritage, the kind of traditions, timeless tradition that has continued for so many thousands of years. Do you believe, since we are covering elections, to also ask you that the government has provided enough support from the state level as well as the centre's level?
State level also they are supporting us because in Kalaripaita also they are most included in the sports quota job application in Kerala also. So they are application and they will 243 applications now it's started. Okay. So last 5 years also they are doing like that. In Indian government also they are supporting us. They are Minister of Youth Affairs. They are supporting us in Kerala.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ambarish, for joining us on Times Now's Election Yatra. Of course, this was a part of the culture. You saw a battle playing out here, but how is the electoral battle playing out in the state of Kerala? That's what we speak about today. Today, we are in the heart of Kerala's power corridors as the Election Yatra enters Thiruvananthapuram, a city of immense historical and cultural significance. In the past, the city was the capital of Travancore and also hosted the first legislative chamber in any Indian state. Today, this city is at the heart of a three-way battle for supremacy in Kerala. The incumbent LDF and a strong challenger in the UDF. The BJP has historically been a smaller force in the state, but the Saffron Party is looking to make inroads in the southern state. In 2021, the LDF came back to power once again, bucking the seesaw trend in the state as they managed to secure nearly 100 seats. the UDF managed to win the remaining 41, while the NDA drew a blank. This time, all sides are looking to redefine the poll arithmetic in the state, but who's better prepared for the ultimate battle? Let's find out. How is it going to play out? What are the issues on the ground? And do the parties stand a chance? Is there going to be a change in the government or not? We speak all of that with esteemed panel joining us on the broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Mr. Biju Nair of the BJP, Dr. S.S. Lal of the Congress Party. We have Dr. B. Jairaj, political analyst, and also Rahul Ishwar, political analyst on the broadcast with us. Thank you all for joining us in this beautiful city of Thiruvananthapuram. I want to begin with you, Mr. Rahul Ishwar. In the elections now, just a few weeks to go, what are the big issues for the people?
Prathibha ji, we have upgraded from Kerala to Keralam. Yes, just on a lighter note. And Keralam is facing a very tough battle. Congress, which is leading the UDF, CPM, which is leading the LDF, BJP, which is leading the NDA, is having a very strong competition. After 10 years, there is anti-incumbency for sure on the ground. But Congress has not risen up to the momentum it had on the local body elections. There are issues like Sabarimala, gold theft. There are issues like anti-incumbency. But Congress should be able to consolidate. Congress should not be like the 90s Indian cricket team who can snatch failure from the jaws of victory. So hopefully Congress will get the act together. BJP, of course, is a rising force. There is no doubt. Spaces like Nemam will definitely be, BJP will be emerging as a strong force. And if I can just conclude in one line, Kerala, there are 4 major electoral voting blocks. If I can say community blocks, social engineering blocks. One is the forward Hindu community block led by the Nayars, which comes around. The entire forward Hindu community is 15 to 16%. Then the backward Hindu community, which comes around 25 to 27%. The Christian community, which comes around 17 to 19%. And Muslim community, which comes around 27 to 29. Minorities are more in favor of Congress. So both BJP and CPM is eyeing for that broad Hindu majority vote bank. So that will be one of the, how will the social engineering play out will also be a critical factor along with other factors in Kerala polls.
Okay, all right. So this is one region where, unlike the national politics, Dr. Jairaj, it is believed that the Congress party has a momentum, and we saw that in the recently held local body elections as well. Is it true that the Congress party has a real chance in Kerala, or as he said, is it going to be defeat being snatched from the jaws of victory? What is it going to be for the Congress party?
Actually, it's going to be a tough fight. We are a welfare state and we are based on development issues, and based on the welfare state policies, we are given welfare pensions, we are given free education, we are given up to an undergraduate degree. Not up to undergraduate degree. After completing the undergraduation also, the education is free for the children in Kerala, as well as we have a very good healthcare. So the anti-incumbency is in the lower side in Kerala compared to other states. There is no such anti-incumbency is visible anywhere in the state because of the good governance and ease of doing business and many other things. The government is a good, and they are giving a lot of promises what they given.
But it's been 2 terms for the Chief Minister. You think he still enjoys that kind of popularity?
Yes, sure. Sure, he is the only leader and the only supreme leader who can take the people in his hands and work. We have seen it in the time of Corona. We have seen it in the time of many natural disasters. We have seen it many times in Kerala because he stood as a supreme leader and a stronghold in the land of Kerala.
Okay, so you're saying no, Congress is not going to be a challenge for the left at all.
No.
Dr. Lal, do you agree that it's not going to be a challenge at all?
I fully disagree, because in the recent local body elections, the people have shown their lack of interest in this government, and anti-incumbency was very clearly demonstrated. So that's the latest evidence. And all the positive things about Kerala, my friend is talking about, it has been there. Kerala became #1 in education and health some 40-50 years ago. And there are a lot of damages created to the #1 status of Kerala. For example, health. When it comes to child mortality, maternal mortality, all those things, we have been first for last 30-40 years. But look at suicide rates. Kerala is #1. Diabetes, heart diseases, all these.
Do you think Gandhis also are a factor in Kerala at all? Because first you had Rahul Gandhi, now Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. Do you think that the people of Kerala now connect more with the Gandhis because they are MPs from here?
See, everyone in India, they connect to Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Gandhi. Kerala is not an exception. My point is, this government has failed in administration. There were only narrations, making movies out of even a disease like Nipah, as if the minister has driven away a virus from the state, which is absolute nonsense. No minister can do. Nipah has not killed thousands of people anywhere. So that is the nature of the virus. And Kerala has a good health system, we could come out of it. But there were movies taken out of this virus story and narrating that minister, it was because of the minister, we didn't have enough, large number of deaths due to Nipah. So this is the kind of, so CPM, Communist Party, they have a lot of money. The entire money of the states is in their hands. They collect even using bucket, and they siphon out money using their own mechanisms. The entire states. See, everyone is becoming poor, especially after COVID in Kerala.
Okay.
The only individual or a few individuals who have become really rich are Chief Minister and his family members.
Okay.
And the people who have become rich after CPM rule is only CPM party people. You ask people,
so
everyone is poor,
it's a
but
very
CPM
unique
is rich.
situation in Kerala where I think the Congress and the BJP agree on many issues. And Mr. Vijayan Nair, do you agree that corruption charges that have been leveled by the BJP as well are going to be some of the key issues, or what is it that the BJP is raising? Is it consolidating Hindu vote, talking about Sabarimala issue?
No, I think the real issue is governance. And when it comes to the politics of Kerala, both the LDF and the UDF has failed the state miserably, right? So now Dr. Sir already talked about how Kerala is #1 in suicide, in diabetes, in heart diseases. Couple of other things I'll tell you where we are #1. We are #1 in India in unemployment. Youth unemployment is at about 30%. And we talk about female empowerment, but females have 47% unemployment. Then there is another factor, which is inflation, right? Inflation is sky high here, about 10%, and the national average is only around 1.33%. So pretty much we are very clear that the politics of Kerala is failing the people of Kerala, and that's where we have put forward politics of performance, and it's all about governance, right?
Okay.
So now when 10 years back the LDF came to power, they said they are going to change something. They didn't change anything. Instead, they started marketing about how Kerala is #1. And we talk about education all the time. But if you talk about the number of graduates per 100 people, Tamil Nadu is leading the country with 47%, whereas Himachal is second, 43, and we are at third, 41. And we still keep talking about we are the most literate state in the country. So pretty much the people of Kerala are being taken for a ride in the name of politics, and we keep telling the people that you are very politically enlightened, but that is not the case, and that's where BJP sees a very strong opportunity in coming forward and running on a plank of politics of performance and governance, right? So recently, if you look at the Thiruvananthapuram local body elections, we came to power defeating LDF, and they were ruling this corporation for more than 40 years. So now slowly the people of Kerala are believing in BJP plank and our ability to win elections, right? Till now we were only contesting, now we are starting to win. In the urban, educated, elite people, they are already on board because they understand the issues. Whereas in the panchayats, we have a long way to go. So we are working hard on it. So there is a renewed sense of momentum under the leadership of Rajiv Chandrasekharji. And that is where we are really, this is an election for us to win, is how we look at it.
Okay. We spoke about the Sabarimala issue as well. For the Congress party, is it, does it become a challenge because the BJP has nationally been accusing the Congress of being anti-Hindu? And in a state like Kerala, where you have all communities together and traditionally Christian vote, Muslim vote has come towards the Congress party, how much of a challenge does that become for the Congress party in a state like Kerala?
See, Congress is a very pluralistic party. We don't divide people by caste or religion. Caste, religion, these things are a reality. But we believe in kind of better coordination with everyone. We need harmony. Congress has not done even a single step to damage the harmony Kerala enjoys. But BJP is different. BJP, they have divided the country. They have split the conscience, the soul of the country. And they tried their level best to do this in Kerala, but they failed. Trivandrum Corporation election is an adjustment between Communist Party and BJP. It's a mere adjustment. A couple of leaders. it's an agreement.
It's not the
It's
real
not the
show of the
people's-
BJP's growth here.
Yeah,
you're
it's
saying?
not the, see, then it should be there in other parts of Kerala.
We move to the other big issue that has been spoken nationally as well, the Sabarimala issue. And interestingly, it's not just the centre that has changed its stance, but also the state government, the left, that has changed its stance on the issue of women's entry into Sabarimala. But if we dial back a little into what happened in the 2024 election, there as well, the BJP had been very active, spoke about the issue. Of course, apart from the women's entry into the temple, there's also the issue of the gold loot. The BJP has spoken about it. Do you think there is electoral benefit that you reap from it? Because in Thiruvananthapuram, yes, the local body elections you've done well, but in the Lok Sabha elections, it didn't seem to have worked for the BJP.
See, the first point that we need to understand is that we don't get involved in this type of topics for electoral benefit. This whole Sabarimala issue was a manufactured issue by the left government, because there was an affidavit which was standing given by the UDF, Women Chandi government, which said that we need to protect the rights of the devotees. But then LDF saw an opportunity for social engineering. They thought that by dividing the majority community and thereby they will get the support of the minority community, they gave an affidavit, they got a judgment, then they tried to execute that judgment in haste, created a lot of problems, and now as the sign of their failure, they are doing a U-turn. So now the question is very valid, because till now Congress has benefited. But let them benefit. That's not the issue. For us, about the people's issues and how we are getting involved in that, how we are making the change that the people need. That's more important, right? And I also want to answer some of the questions you asked the other people. Like you asked about how the literacy is a hot air balloon that's about to burst. That's right, because people are now not even going to graduation because there are no job opportunities. People have to flee the state to even do education, to get a job. They are spending their hard-earned education outside and sending money back, and that's what you see, the greenery, quite literally and figuratively, in Kerala. That's what's happening. So what we have is a lot of aged people, nobody to look after them. There are a lot of young people who are leaving, and so things like that culturally dilutes our state, because we are losing a cream of our people. Then we are also having people who are not so educated coming in. So we welcome them, they are guest workers, but you see the intellectual dilution also, because we are losing the cream and we are getting people to do manual work, because Keralites don't want to do manual work. They seem to be literate. So that's the hot air balloon that you talked about. Then you also talked about how are the Kerala people getting a fascination for the Gandhis. Actually, it is the dire straits that Congress finds itself, that their national leaders have to come to Kerala and contest elections, because otherwise they will lose. So that shows that at least don't interrupt,
Modi is not contesting
sir, please don't interrupt. Let me complete.
But it is the BJP that often makes the very same point, that how can you say that one particular region is outside? They say that this is dangerous politics when you say a certain state is you're an outsider in that state, because that's the charge that BJP faces in states like Tamil Nadu. Then you say that this is dangerous politics. If you're from India, how can you say we're outsiders?
Kerala is not outside India. That was not my point.
But you said they're outsiders. They are forced to come to this state.
In fact, they are now being called guest workers in politics. We have guest workers who come here and do the manual labor. Now we have guest workers as politicians, because they don't have a stable seat outside. That's the problem. That's not the problem. That's the issue. I don't have any issue. Like, there were taller leaders in Congress. We should remember that. Right? They never had to come to Kerala.
Just one
so let me finish that.
Just one submission. See, my grandmother was the first person to be arrested for Sabarimala protest. I was the first person to be jailed. I was in jail for 20 days, arrested thrice. The issue is, every party misunderstood Sabarimala verdict at first. They thought it is going to be a 5-member verdict. It is never going to be changed. Thankfully, everyone changed. Sri Rahul Gandhi nuanced his position. People like Shashi Tharoor evolved his position. Modi ji, when he spoke to ANI, brilliantly articulated, say that is not the case. Sarsang Chalak Mohan Bhagwat ji said, even CPM to a great extent, they understood. And people like Kadagambali, who is a very strong competitor, went on record to say that Sabarimala Supreme Court verdict is wrong. So there has been a change. But Sabarimala, of course, is a very emotional thing. Sabarimala is a great example of secular, plural, Sarva Sarva Dharma Samabhava, whatever name you want to call it. I mean, different people do call it. Jayaraj calls it secularism. I call it pluralism. Somebody else calls it Sarva Dharma Samabhava. So Sabarimala is a great example of that pluralistic framework where we have a mini mosque inside the temple. And en route Sabarimala, we visit Vavar Mosque and a Velitha Church.
Yeah.
So there is a huge cultural space. So and people felt violated when that happened and we all protested and we won. So for us, for an ordinary voter, it is beyond politics.
But what about Sabarimala loot? Is that going to have an impact on ground?
One that the sharpness has largely been decreased because it has been some time and SIT has not performed really well and SIT even trapped Tantri. That's a different thing and he was in jail for 41 days. So there are some issues, there are political undertones. But the core issue here is which is that party that can balance one, the communities, second, also give a space for development. And my concluding comments is Lal Sir said something very interesting about suicides. But let me quote a CPM report of the Kerala State Youth Commission, which every party fails to point out. CPM's Kerala State Youth Commission 2023 report says 80% of people who commit suicide in Kerala are Hindus. From the 50% Hindu community. This is not a Hindu activist Rahul Ishwar saying. This is Youth Commission led by Shajar, who comes from a Muslim community, and it's a report released by Sri Pinarayi Vijayan, who says 80% suicide happens in Hindu community. And there are some genuine issues regarding Hindu communities like suicides, lack of fertility rate. We are falling really flat on fertility rate, where the Hindu community's fertility rate is 1.2. The Muslim population is not exploding, but the Hindu population and the Christian population to an extent is imploding in the Travancore region.
I'll take your closing thoughts on the elections. Whether there is infighting in the Congress or not, what happens on ground,
democracy.
that we'll see. We'll see. The voters will decide that. The political bickering can continue. But your last word as we come to a close, what do you think are the chances of the Congress party? What do you believe, what are the numbers that the Congress party can get
It's
here?
100 plus. There's no doubt about it. The election is between people and CPM. People want to vote out CPM. And Congress is the alternative, and we are the biggest party.
Okay.
We are the biggest democratic party in India as well as Kerala. People want the UDF. People will vote for UDF. People will vote for Congress. We will win with 100 plus seats.
Okay, what do you think?
Because Kerala is a state in which there was no communal riots for the last 10 years. People are living very safely over here and people feel safe over here. And the education is literally good. Yes, there is brain drain happens everywhere in India. I think Kerala is the fifth state after Maharashtra and different states.
So you think left will return to power?
Yes, sure. That is for sure. Because of the good governance, because of the welfare schemes, because of the good education that we are providing, good healthcare, and all the other in industries, in power sector, everywhere it is number one.
Okay.
That is
So you're saying left will come to power, there won't be any challenge at all,
because
even with
40
anything?
plus seat has to be gained by the Congress to get into power, but that is impossible in Kerala's now.
Okay, it's going to happen. Lastly, I'll close with you.
Again, it makes my life easy because again, Dr. Sir was very proudly saying that he's going to get 100 plus, right? Because Kerala always used to go with the anti-incumbency, right? Left rules badly, UDF gets it. UDF rules badly, left gets it. This time it is going to be different because now BJP has come forward with a track record of having won a mandate, right? So that is how it is going to be different, and that's how these two people and the LDF and the UDF are going to be surprised with this verdict.
Okay, so you're saying there will be a surprise this time around in the elections, and of course, that's a word from here. We will be speaking to the people as well to find out what are the key issues for them and what is it that they want this election. We hit the ground, go across constituencies in Kerala and find out. Thank you all for joining us.